next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Set pace. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki. That's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO. Gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat. Gotta play.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got this to Algier. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They get this out quickly to the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Bengals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. It's Burrow. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start the drive with Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
For the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Second and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll drop the throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow on play action. That one complete down the field to Smith. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 40 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club. to try and pick themselves back up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here's Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Burrow.
And he finds a man in the crossing route. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they go end around with Adams.
Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go play action here on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. Able to avoid him at the 40. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
They'll set up a throw.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Burrow. Looking sideline, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Burrow on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
211 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Looking deep here for Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Flushed out right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1 yard gain. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On third down, Burrow. That is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Now the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far. So why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
38 yards.
And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Point after right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flush to his right.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bengals are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
My, oh my, 237 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
At the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A beautiful fake. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much.
Press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TTG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban, a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man.